What's up, worldy gang? It's Freddie, Ray Fred's World, whatever you know me by. And I want to say, um, sometimes we all want to be understood. We all have things that we wish people was there to showcase showcase us help, and to understand what's going on in our personal lives day to day. And I know for me, I have that sometimes. And like, a lot of the times, at least in my generation, I know we don't communicate as much. And I think it has gotten better over generations, but we still have a hard time as humans communicating when we're going through certain things, or when we feel alone, or when we feel like, damn, nobody loves me or nobody cares about me. And I've had that, in many different forms. I've experienced people that felt like that in many different forms. And, you know, it's definitely not a easy thing. It's definitely not a thing where you wake up and be like, oh, okay, I'm better now, since that shit passed. No, things linger. We still get affected by our past. We get affected by how we want to grow. And when things don't go right, or when things don't flow well, we start to beat ourselves up. And, shit, this is going on, that's going on. All of this is going on. And we completely flat out get stressed by the pressure. And we tend to hide those feelings, and we tend to bury those feelings, and we tend to not want to feel those feelings because it's hard to exist in those feelings. Who wants to feel like fucking crap every day? Who wants to wake up and have, stress responses? Or who wants to wake up and go through all different type of shit that they have to face each and every day? And I say that because life literally be like that. And it's not that there aren't good times. It's just sometimes the bad times are harder and more effective to our growth than the good times. And so I want to say that, like, one, you have to realize you are not alone in this world. Whether you see a person smiling, whether you see a person frowning, or you see a person neutral, I guarantee you, in some form and way in their life, they're going through something. We all go through stuff. We are all struggling. And the main thing is to realize that each person that you see in your whole life, you walk down, have a whole life story, and have whole things that they have went through that we haven't even been through. And I know that for a fact. Vice versa, when people see me, they don't know what I've been through to reverse to get where I'm at now. And vice versa, I don't know what people have been through sometimes to get where they are at now. But I do know that each person has a life story, and we shouldn't judge people. That doesn't mean we have to play dumb or, accept somebody's, actions or behavior because of their past. No. But you do have to have compassion, one, for yourself, most importantly, but for people that are going through this life as you are. I'll never ever tell a person to stick around or stay around somebody that is not good for you. I would want you to be in a most positive area of your whole life. But do realize that people do go through things, whether you are the protagonist or the antagonist. We all have an origin to our story. And whether you are good or bad in this world, you all have been affected some way to be the way that you are now. And I want people to understand that you can find favor within yourself. Find love within yourself. You don't have to take it out on others. You don't have to take it out on anybody. It's about callous, however you say it. About being a butterfly and being in the cocoon. It's time for growth. We don't have to be in the same cycles all the time. We don't always have to come with the same energy every time, you know? And I noticed that in this 2026, a lot of people want difference, and so do I. And I can agree to that, you know? And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not something that you could just, be like, oh, light switch on, light switch off. It takes work. It takes work to be the best version of yourself and to understand the world that we live in. You know how complex we that is? It's hard. But I think the thing is that we got to take every day, every chance that we get, every life that we meet into consideration of how we produce ourselves, how we tend to act towards people, how we tend to take towards ourselves, and just anything that we do that involves us and sometimes doesn't even involve us at all, you know? So be more compassionate, but also be more compassionate to yourself because you're the anchor, and find people who love you, who wants to see you do good, that wants to see you be better, that wants to see you succeed. Not anybody that's envious of you, not anybody that's jealous of you, not anybody that doesn't want to see you be up, even in their times of downs, or vice versa. You know, we have to be more conscious and more compassionate about each other and love one another. I know it's hard because we all are different personalities and sometimes we get on each other's nerves. But it's time to be better within ourselves and start being better to other people too. We have to make the change in order to see the change. We see how the world is going. So if the world is going like this, we have to switch it around and bring it into a positive motion. And each and every single one of us has to be a part of that. And ain't that hard? But it's not impossible. Just like a dream. A dream can come true. So let's make that come true.